Let's go. All right. Let's see what we can do here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 26, check 26.
They go to Elliott again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The Cowboys at 5-7 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
I don't know if he's intentionally taking forever to call plays or what.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Hey, give the stream a thumbs up, Brendino. Tell Christian to come in and give the stream a thumbs up.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. Right at the 30. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys #1 in the league in terms of total yardage. And meanwhile, the Texans, we know about all the struggles that they had. They came in at number 32, which is dead last. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills. Finds his
Let's
man,
go.
John
Good throw, good
Energee.
catch, baby.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone.
Hey, it sounds good. Game's gonna take fucking forever.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
The tackle
And
feature.
he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for
Appreciate all the
stringing
thumbs
that
up in the
play
stream,
out,
baby.
And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action now, Prescott. And that'll fall in.
Oh, we gotta get a sack right there, baby.
Just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott.
No, we gotta take that.
Gonna be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Desmond King back deep. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over.
I'm running a new playbook.
The Texans offense.
I've been running the
ready to
Patriots
go here
playbook
for
all
the
year, but I
next
switched it
drive.
up.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after.
Hell yeah, good blocking, guys. I mean, literally just can't do anything.
They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is.
Good fucking blocking,
on
man.
each head coach. Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Go team.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Screenplay, McKinnon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Mills. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
All right, we're gonna go big right here. 1st down. Play action for interception.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Oh my fucking god.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What's also stupid is the fact that fucking this is PC and we're playing on like the old gen model. Like this ain't even a new fucking Madden, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not even the new shit, which is dumb. Like I got it for the old consoles, but for PC, like, come on.
From experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down,
Bro, I'm just getting my ass beat every day on this fucking
waiting for someone to
this Texans franchise.
And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
What up, Flicks? Daniel, are you in the TSFL league?
Down at the 31. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing.
Oh yeah, we played each other earlier in the season, didn't we?
Kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Good tackling.
That one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In the all season, I gotta rebuild in the trenches. My defensive line and my offensive line is dog.
Right here, because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, he's wide open.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They get 14 back, but it leads now.
See, I never play Madden. I never play. The only time I ever log into Madden is to play in this league. So I'm playing with the shittiest team against players that are way more skilled than me. So I'm just getting shit on, you know what I mean?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his man.
Oh my gosh.
Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and
But it's all good in all season. We're building the trenches. Hopefully we get a good draft spot, which is looking that way. Looking like we're going to get a good draft spot.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Elliott diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, we got to get something going. Shit, dude. Fucking punt and interception first 2 drives. Like, is that like we played the fucking game before?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that
Thank
understood
God.
exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
J-Ron Curse in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Adam Humphries.
Somehow he just ran right through that tackle.
And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And
Let's go, baby.
14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
Let's go, INT.
This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by MJ Stewart.
Oh,
and he
shit.
will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, McKinnon.
Oh my God.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw is Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. There he goes, left side.
Hell yeah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the
Fucking
middle
pick machine, dude.
And it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
I mean, what type of throw was that, Davis Mills? What the fuck?
2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mills to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A dump down to McKinnon, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident.
He's got a man complete, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly
What
been
the fuck
the
is
guy
this
to
dude,
deliver
bro?
it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. And that
touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Like, this is the shit that I hate sitting through, bro.
For the Cowboys as they run up to send this one
It's
away.
not. We've been playing for fucking 30 minutes now, and it's not even
And this will
halftime.
be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Mills can't get away.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
Prescott on first down.
That is caught by Lamb. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here's Mills.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Mills.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Man, this is fun, dude.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Man,
The kick team out there
good
for the
stuff.
Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down, Mills.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Prescott.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mills now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jesus
It's picked up by
Christ.
the Cowboys. The 40, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch.
David Mills is fucking garbage.
Midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mills. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Mills. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to...
Touchdown, Texans! John Mechie, 32 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Prescott. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. 2nd and 10.
Elliott running right. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6
in
and 7
this
on
game.
the year.
Yo, Christian, make sure you give the stream a thumbs up if you haven't.
With the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're squarely in play for next year mode.
About to end the stream and then come back live with Overwatch.
And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right,
So
bet.
for our entire crew, along Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching.
All right, I'm in my stream and then go back live.